Hello guys, how far? Wetin dey happen? Na your girl Uche Cynthia Onora. Guys, how has it been? Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. This is going to be a year of manifestation, a year of revealing, and a year of making it known. I don't know what your it is, but this is my it, okay, guys? So I've received your messages. Oh, someone said, Uche, I'm praying for you. Your messages on Facebook has also kept me going. And I'm like, wow, really? So guys, I'm really sorry that I didn't tell you guys I was leaving Facebook, okay? God has been pulling on me, like, Uche, go and give your testimony. So guys, this is my testimony, okay? But before I go into this testimony, I want to give us a background verse in the Bible just to summarize everything that I've been through, okay, guys? So first of all, I'll be reading from Jonah 2, okay? So it says, then Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from the fish's belly, and he said, I cried out to the Lord because of my affliction, and he answered me. Out of the belly of the sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. For you cast me into the deep, into the heart of the seas, and the flood surrounded me. All your billows and your waves passed over me. Then I said, I have been cast out of your sight, yet I will look again towards your holy temple. The water surrounded me even to my soul. The deep closed around me. Weeds were wrapped around my head. I went down to the moorings of the mountains. The earth with its bars closed behind me forever. Yet you have brought up my life from the pit, O Lord my God. When my soul fainted within me, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer went up to you into your holy temple. Those who regard worthless idols forsake their own mercy, but I will sacrifice to you with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pay what I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord. So the Lord spoke to the fish, and it vomited Jonah onto the dry land. Okay, so why I share this scripture about Jonah is because I see some similarity between the two of us. I have been in this thing before. God pulled me, go and share the testimony. I decided to do on the surface level. And the second time again, he shot me in. And this time around, I made a statement, which is, Father Lord, I'm going to participate in maintaining this miracle this time around, to share this testimony and also teach every other thing that he has taught me all these years. So he had to take God to shut Jonah in the belly of the fish. And when Jonah made some confession, just like I did, God commanded the shark to vomit Jonah. And this time around, Jonah did not walk. He ran to Nineveh, just like I am doing now. I am running to testify what God has done for me, so I know if I can have my life back. So this is why I do this. So guys, this is it. But before I go into the main testimony, I want us to get it clear that I was born and brought up in a very good Christian home. So I know the bad, I know the good, okay? So this happened in 2011. I came to Ghana for studies, for higher education. And I met this family friend of mine. I said, oh, Uchenna, you took your body. If you want to lose weight, you need to go and take this thing. This is what I do. See how slim I am, men flocking. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't take that because where I'm coming from, those things, we don't do those things. So she said what she said. She showed me and she left for gym. I went and took some of it. And that was how I found myself hooked. I never knew what was going on. My sister graduated, they left for Nigeria. I was the only one around. So nobody to guide me, nobody to teach me. I don't know anything. But before I could realize, I am down for these things. I take it like I take water. I can't even explain how much until 2015. One of my ex, he wanted to marry me. I'm like, no, okay, no fit because I will not respect. Not like I will not respect you. Like, how can I be doing it to your friends? My children. I will be seeing mommy doing these things. No, I can't do that. I need to heal before I get into anything. So he was also frustrated. You need to talk to someone. So the person he spoke to actually knows my sister and they know me. And she was like, oh, I know a pastor I can introduce her to. And that was how I was introduced to this pastor. And I got my healing by the grace of God. That was in 2015. I got my healing. So within 2015 to 2020, I stayed with this pastor. They don't know me from anywhere, but they took me in, cleaned me up, started taking me through life again, through process of life. So, but I was not fully, what you have been doing always. So anytime I leave the house, I always go back and do my thing. Then when I come back, there's this covering, that thing. So I remember one time I went to my mom's house. So my mom was like, Uche, why you dey brush your teeth 10 times a day? I was like, Mommy, nothing, no. Now when say I adopt for Ghana, I was lying because obviously I don't want my mom to know. So I don't know what happened. Normally when I finish smoking, I throw the thing out. But I don't know what happened. I brought it inside the house. And my mom was like, Uche, let me see your hand. I opened my hand. My mom started crying like that day. So I had to go and tell Mommy that I'm not lost yet. I just developed this attitude or this character or this, let me say, addiction. But in my mind, I know I will not return home again. I cried with her. I know I will not return home. I said to myself that I won't return to Nigeria again to my mom until God should do whatever He has to do with me before I return home, because I can't endure seeing my mom crying. She sent you out, cool, and you're coming back like this. So I didn't like that idea of breaking my mom. Nobody, no hope anywhere. So I spoke to God, and He really heard me in 2015, and the deliverance happened. But after that, 2015, 2020, I was not much into it. I was much into God's thing. I was evangelizing. I was preaching outside. I was winning souls for God. But in 2020, when I moved out of my pastor's house, I went to my house. I met a friend, old friend of mine, and I asked him that I wanted to smoke. I was going through some things, my job, a lot of things was happening, no money. So I asked him, can you give me some, So he was like, Uche, remember the last time you were much into this? I'm like, no, I will not go into this again now. I just want to do something and sleep off. He was like, Uche, don't go back. I was not listening to him because I was thinking, okay, God, I've evangelized for God, I've won souls. So this one, God no go allow me to enter again. That was how my carelessness led me into it again, the second time. And this time around, it was more than the first one. I smoked two hands. I smoked two hands, guys. Weed here, cigarette here. But I thank God. I think what actually happened was I started blaming God. But I realized that the more I blame God, the more I get into it deeper. I stopped going to church. I started withdrawing myself from my pastor, from church members, from friends. I started withdrawing myself. So I was alone because I felt nobody loves me again, nobody likes me. I'm disappointed a lot of people. What of those people that have won souls, have drawn to Christ? What are they going to do? So I felt really ashamed. I put all the blame on God. But the more I put this blame on Him, the more I find myself going deeper and deeper and deeper into these things. I owe debt. I owe people. Salary will come, I will blow it. I don't know what I'm doing again. Until one time, I actually sat myself down and I was like, God, I loved how I was before with you. I don't like how I am now. I've never loved this lifestyle. I don't like it. But to me, I felt like God can never take me out again, because let's say me, a mother, a father, delivered my child the first time and my child jumped into the same thing. Me, I will not mind you. So I was saying to God, if 4 years was what it took you to take me out the other time, this one be say now forever now. So no, there was no hope for me. So I started saying to God that, okay, this is me now. I actually went and took it. You didn't. It's not your fault. I was just looking for who to put the blame on so that I can continue this lifestyle. So I started talking to God one-on-one. I left everybody and I took the pain to myself. I said, God, I'm going to carry this pain still and preach the word of God. I'm going to still carry this pain and do your work. That if you find me worthy to cleanse me, fine. But if not, I will not abandon that side of me, because I found myself doing the same thing again. So this was what I started doing, loving people, being kind to people, saying nice words to people. Even when you hurt me, I take the blame because I felt like this is my burden, this is my punishment, this is just God punishing me. So you insult me, I don't mind you. I'll try to speak to you nicely and all that. I went to my office, I started looking for who to serve. So all these things was what I was doing in a way to atone for my sins. And it happened that one day, that night, that fateful night, that was on the 14th of September, almost my birthday. I went to God. I was smoking in my room. I went to God. I was like, God, if you can take me out of this addiction, if you can help me to stop this, I will participate in maintaining this miracle. I will tell the whole world what you have done, and I'm going to teach everything. I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to do anything you want me to do. I'm ready to speak for you. I'm ready to do anything. Just take my life, take everything. I was just giving him. I didn't know that this man was listening to me. So when I slept, I actually had a revelation where he fought for me. I saw it with my eyes that he fought for me. From that day till now, I have not smoked. I don't even know what happened, but I realized that when I woke up in the morning, I started cleaning my room. Before I know, my girlfriend called me, she comes over to the house, and I left and I started falling sick. That was the end, and that was the last day I tested cigarettes. I tested weed. Even the guy that sells the weed to me was like, Uche, I know something has changed about you. I've not called them, but he still says he knows that something has changed about me. And I'm like, what is going on? I've not really phantomed or picked my hand. Like, I don't really stop. I don't have the appetite again. Have I really stopped? Like, I don't understand it. So again, I started pouring into the word. I'm like, God, if the enemy can use me also to get addicted to these things, let me be addicted to your word. Let me be addicted to everything that concerns you. Let me be addicted to love. Let me be addicted to honesty. Let me be addicted to everything that revolves around you. And he answered all these prayers. But I will tell you one thing, guys, that one thing about these things is sincerity, being vulnerable to God, telling him that this is who you are, telling him that you are ready. Because I remember when I went to church, and after the sickness thing, I was going to church. I've not even imagined that God has taken me out. So when I was in the church, I was like, God, I know my pastor just prayed. I know that I just went out to throw up some things, but I still have the appetite. If I leave this church, I'm going to go out to smoke. And this was the words I said. And when I was leaving the church, I was praying, God, please, angels, please, God, please, angels, please. And by the time I got home, I felt like a newborn baby. I felt like something. I don't know who I am anymore. All I want to do is just to testify. All I want to do is just to tell people what God has really done for me. And this is what we'll be doing subsequently on Talk with Uche. Okay, after this testimony, I'm going to be teaching us everything that God has revealed to me during those process. Okay, that if it's possible for someone like me to be taken out of addiction, how much more you? What are you going through? Masturbation, pornography, whatever addiction you have considered a lifestyle. I am your living example that God can do something. Only what He needs from you is your vulnerability. And if you have put stop in that your lifestyle or whatever you are doing, you need to open it up. The woman with the issue of blood, she kept on going because she has tasted this lifestyle before. Lifestyle of freedom. That is why she kept on going for 12 years, looking for healers. You don't need to stop. You need to keep on asking God in sincerity. It is your life and you and God. Okay, guys, so this is, in general, my testimony. Like I said, in my subsequent videos on my YouTube channel, Talk with Uche, I'm going to be sharing a detailed information on this, depending on the topic, so that we can be able to walk out of this addiction. And through it, I was asking God, what was it? What was it that got you to? I was just asking myself, what is it? What is it, God? What it is? What is it? And the only thing I can imagine is the love of God. That was the only thing I can imagine, the love of God. He was there with me all along. He actually heard me when I was speaking. He was actually training me on how to talk. He was actually training me on how to serve. Looking back and looking at what was going on around me as of then, serving someone in my office, preaching to the cab people, still doing those things. I'm like, God, this is your love. So he said something to me that I might have shut out the grace for you to get out of that addiction immediately, but I've also released grace upon you to love, to preach, to be able to communicate effectively, to be able to guard people through pain, even whilst you're going through your own pain. So you might not have the grace to come out of that thing, but you have the grace to do other things. You don't have to allow the devil to sit on you. You have the grace to love, the grace to forgive, the grace to be the best version of yourself. So that is all there is for these testimonies. Like I said, subsequently I'll be posting my videos on YouTube, Talk with Uche. Guys, please follow up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let us share our hurdles. I hope this helps you. Thank you so much. Bye. So once again, guys, happy new year to you all. So if you know you are going through any addiction, guys, I'm an evidence that God can do something. And this is the year, like I said, this is the year of divine manifestation. This is the year of the revealing, and this is the year of making it known. This is my it that I'm making known. And for everyone who is going through addiction, as long as your heart is open to receive what God is about to do, what you need to do, take out that food store. Just like the woman with the issue of blood did. She kept on going, seeking for healing. So remove every food stop you have placed on every area of your life that you need to go out. This year 2022. God is about to do something that you yourself will be like, what did I? Like all of a sudden, you won't see that again. All of a sudden, you are not smoking anymore. All of a sudden, all those things are off. So I pray that this manifestation reaches your home, anywhere you are watching, in your car, in your washroom, in your toilet, anywhere. This manifestation will happen in Jesus' name. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel on Talk with Uche. Okay, and also follow me on Instagram via Talk with Uche, even on Facebook also Talk with Uche. We are going to be posting our videos there so that it will help you and guide you on whatever or all the things that God has laid in my heart to teach us about our lives. Thank you so much. Bye.